of hit music.
The number one station for the unsigned artist.
QSJ Radio.
On www.qsjradio.com.
You start here.
Music. In 3, 2, 1.
No, 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 no. Adi don't da, Rasta with them Buddha. My idol is ever python. We fight 1v1, that is 2. We fight 2v2, that is 3. I let go, stay rooted like the tree. Does my shoulders move, and that's the key. What's born on this? Tell me what is life all about. Sacrificial lambs, are we all just born just to die? Is life a game? Are we all just part of a cruise? Only human race, that's steady fuck up. Nothing with this I never see. State of mankind, it is a repeat. How long will you live in lies and deceit? Lies and dark, cause that you tell yourself. When I hear you say, I cannot take it anymore now. I've been a slave to my mind. Change no desire. Hey, fuck pain. Don't wanna feel no more pain. You want pleasure with no pain. Hey, no.
Good morning, everyone. Big shout out to everybody listening and tuned into QSJ Radio, home to the unsigned artists. Today's show, Digging Up the Underground, we have Hakim the Phoenix. Now, let me tell you a little story about Hakim. Hakim is not your regular artist. There's other upbringings. And we're delighted to welcome this artist who moves effortlessly across genres, rhythm, and narrative. Hakim the Phoenix, a singer, songwriter, dancer, and producer, blends soulful R&B, Afro-fusion, pop, and dance music to create not just tracks, but stories of consciousness, love, resilience, and self-discovery. His latest single, Delusions of Grandeur, marks another evolution in his sound and vision. We're going to talk today about where he's been, how he got there, and where is he headed. Hakim, thank you for being here on QSJ Radio.
Thank you for having me, bro. Appreciate it.
So I just played a little bit of the Delusion of Grandeur, and I can tell that there's some sort of like maturity there with the music. And that, of course, me being somebody who dives into some artists and listens to like their past stuff, you know, I noticed there was like some rap that you did and stuff, and then, you know, kind of like almost soca, but not soca, you know, it's like crazy. But for me, I'm just kind of trying to figure this out. Like you describe your music as a fusion of soulful melodies, Afro-fusion, pop, and dance. Can you take us back to the moment from maybe even your childhood or adolescence when music first felt powerful to you?
That's an interesting question, because I think that moment, like, it was, from my parents' point of view, was when I was 2 years old. So that's when, literally, that's when everything started. So I've always been in that space where music is just the most amazing feeling to me, and just connecting with, just going out as a kid. I used to remember back home in Lagos, I would just like, I didn't tell my parents I would just go out, just go to like a record store and just get stuff. I wasn't a kid that was, excited about watching cartoons. I wanted to watch MTV. Back home in Nigeria, we had a music channel called Channel O. So I wanted to see the latest songs that were out. I wanted to see the old classics. I wanted to hear everything. So yeah, I wouldn't say like, there was a specific time it started. It's almost like I was just born with it, and just born with that, literally.
So, seeing things and doing things is two different things, and you know that, right? Exactly. So when you first realized, that you wanted to pursue this, or
Yeah.
or even put all those hats on. The singer, songwriter, dancer, producer, rather than just one path in music. When like you was willing to put all those on. I feel like there was a bunch of roadblocks and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it myself. Okay, boom. And then I'm gonna do it myself. And then boom. And I don't know if maybe that's what it was, or did you was like, yeah, I'm gonna just do all this. Everything is fun.
I think the only part where there was like a roadblock and I was like, I'm gonna do it myself is with the producer thing. But the singer songwriter dancer thing, like I think the moment I knew that was my first year in high school. I think I was about 10 or 11. And there was, like the quote unquote in back home in Nigeria, we call them seniors. Like, they came to our classes. Oh, we're doing like a talent show. Will any of you be interested? And I didn't even think twice. I just raised my hands up. So I think I probably knew before that. I didn't think twice. I was like, oh, can I do this? And it was in front of the whole school. And and when I went out and did my thing, it was a standing ovation. And it was just like that moment I knew it. Like, yeah, it was inevitable for me.
So before that, talent show is what we call it here.
Yeah.
Did you have any music background other than watching?
Oh, I did. That's the thing. I think that was when that decision was sealed.
Okay. So when you basically showed yourself out.
Yeah, because it was the largest crowd I've ever been in at that point. So it wasn't scary for me. I mean, I was a 10, 11-year-old kid, like, and
yeah, definitely not even scared of heights yet. Well, some people are, but If you guys are just joining us, we got Hakim the Phoenix. We're talking about his origins and his influences of the music and when it started. He did say something about he wasn't a little kid that wanted to get the latest toys. He wanted to find the latest music, which is it's an extremely powerful thing. Now, there's now at 10, 11 years old, people got to go through a lot of things to be a songwriter. Okay, like like your crush didn't like you, or your friends beat you up, and they like Pepsi instead of Coke. Like it's like things got to be wrong, or even the house. At what point did you really start writing songs about consciousness and resilience and self-discovery?
I would say, like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, a little bit in and out of that, but I'll really say 4 years ago when there was a shift in consciousness.
Yeah. When
that shift happened, it was just like the world was new to me again.
And the shift. What is that? What turning point is that? What happened?
Today, I can't to even explain that is even crazy because there's something in I mean, this is conceptual, but the term is a spiritual term. But I just want people to know that this is on a conceptual level.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no need to take it further down and try to understand it. But it's something called the ego death.
Wow.
So yeah, it was the ego death, or the night of I think the dark night of the soul. So I mean, then I didn't know that was what's happening, but later on it was just like, okay, yeah, that's what happened. And it was a really, really psychologically chaotic night for me. So the next morning I just got up and I was just going to work. I went to work. I was like, just a normal day. It was like, okay, that was a bad episode for me. And I was like, all right, that's fine. And I went to work. And I remember that this day, I don't think there's anything that's ever going to happen in the course of my life, even in terms of music success and whatever success, and that is going to top what happened that day or that entire week. So, I was reading a book then called Body Language.
Okay.
And I went on my YouTube. I was at work. So I went on my YouTube. I was like, all right. And YouTube suggested this spiritual teacher, Eckhart Tolle. And I already listened or tried to read his book like a couple of years ago, and I didn't get shit. I didn't understand shit. And some stuff I was like, okay, makes sense, but I'm not really getting it.
Yeah.
And I saw it again. I was like, oh, this guy. Okay, I might not understand what he's saying, but let me just give it a listen. And I did. And every single thing he was saying, I understood it in a way that it was scary and shocking to me. I understood it perfectly. I wasn't even trying to understand it. Almost like I knew exactly what he was saying. And that week, I was just laughing like a kid on the road. Everything just the world became new to me. I think people might have thought I was crazy. I was in London and I'm just like hearing stuff and I'm just laughing and literally cracking up with, tears in my eyes and shit. And that's the shift. That's what happened.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm talking about it now. I'm just even like, I still remember the feeling.
Yeah, don't bust out laughing because I'm not going to know what you're laughing. Don't, I don't know. Like, what do I do? Like,
yeah.
Sometimes I've been around for a little bit. The reflection that you're having now on how the world is, through someone else's, guidance or direction, regardless of how you look at it, and it wasn't caused by a trauma-based situation, was it? Or was it just this video that you saw and you were like, wait, like, what, Me, I'm not surprised, but I'm kind of like, was there something else that made you? Was there a specific life event that happened to you?
Oh man, I think it was just like just the struggles of an ambitious person. Just the struggles because a lot of shit had happened, especially in my musical journey. And I was just this point where, in my head, and with all that, I've been battling with depression on and off most of my life. So there was that as well. In where I come from, things like that, unfortunately, are not taken really, really, really seriously. So a little bit of it was that, a little bit might have been hereditary. But I was battling depression for a long time. I was just going in and out of it. But that night, it felt like all the depressions I've had since I was born came all at once. So it was concentrated.
Basically, reality smacked you in the face.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I didn't talk this. Like, if you guys don't know, like, I like to talk to the artist before we record and get warm up. And one of the things that I was telling myself, because I wanted to give a chance to say something, because the music, it got me to a point that I wanted to identify people who in my life had a mask. Okay. And one of the songs, the song Behind the Mask, is, even though I think that that's a self-discovery kind of thing, I think that that one of the songs kind of like made me furious at a lot of people in my life. It made me so furious. It was like, there's literally people out there that do not realize that I went broke for them. That they want to show how much I show up for them, but I've been showing up for you. But I have to show up for other people. And because of that, they took a lot of things away from me. And now I don't show up at all. Because if that's how you felt, if I can't live my life because I don't show up for you, and you don't realize how big my life is not the keyboard. My life is not the press play. Yeah, for more than half my life, I've been paying attention to unsigned artists. I've been having a lot of internet friends. But in reality, there's people that are walking around this earth that are depending on me to guide them, to be there for them in a way that I cannot be there for them. So behind this supporter that I was to them is a guy that is going through a lot of shit. And I'm going to take it out on people that claim that I'm supposed to do more for them. You're not. I'm behind this smiley, crazy face is a guy that wants to take care of everything and every mess that he made. And I can't do it with shit like that. You know, I just was like listening to it. And of course, the album art is something else too, where it's like there's so many different faces and so many like, you know, things going on as you are, telling us like this is not the same mask that everybody keeps talking about. This is not about being fake. This is about the best part of you that you're putting out there, knowing that inside that's not you. So me, I am considered a supporter to some of my friends. Like I bought some of my friends. I literally bought some of my friends. And if I don't show up the same way that I arrived, they don't look at me the same. And I'm like, bro, I'm more than that. And you can't see that. What the fuck does that tell me about you? You know? What I want to do real quick is I want to give them the experience that I had listening to this song. And then we'll be back with Hakim the Phoenix on QSJRadio.com. Talk about the bar. The chorus says something where I am a god in the flesh, and I don't want to mess the song lyrics up, but is it I cannot die or I'm going to die?
I cannot die.
So yeah, go ahead. Tell us about this Behind the Mask from, of course, your perspective.
Especially because even right now, I did like a video. I'm going to be putting it out anyways. I mean, I'll be kind of like, technical about it. It's like, oh, should I put it out? Should I not put it out? It's like people connect to it and all that. Just my mind doing its thing.
Yep.
But, the title of the discourse is Know Thyself, the Evolution from the Little Self to the Divine Self. So, and when I use God in these terms, because that's the popular word people are used to, but I'm not using it in the conventional term that people think. So in a way, it might have felt like the lyrics of the song might be misleading a bit. It might be misleading if you understand it in the conventional way, but if you understand it the esoteric way, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm not using God in the conventional term, in the religious term. I'm using God as a metaphor for who we really are in our essence. I don't mean to sound spiritual, but the indwelling, what's it called, the spirit that is, what's it called, animating the body. So that is in the terms of what I'm doing. That's so like we appear as this body in this short period of time with a mind and then emotions, but you wouldn't be this body, this mind and emotions without the divinity that, you know, it's within us and without. It wouldn't be possible for you to be here. And it is power, is a divinity that like again, I don't mean to sound spiritual, although it sounds spiritual in a weird way, but it's just factual that there is just this power of aliveness in every thing, or sorry, to even say thing is wrong, in every living being that breathes. So when, you know, that breath is gone, because another interesting thing is where I come from. This is something my intuition caught on. I didn't read it somewhere. It just hit me. Like the term, and I think this is the same thing for a lot of indigenous cultures, early, like in their roots. The same word for breath is exactly the same word for spirit. I come from the Yoruba culture. So the same word for breath is the same word for spirit. So which was a fact that a lot of indigenous cultures at their roots, there was a powerful wisdom in all these cultures that in the modern world today, it almost seems like it's been obliterated. So yeah, that is in the terms when I say God, is not this conceptual religious God that we have, or my God and your God, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But it's the indwelling spirit that we are. The guy that I mentioned earlier, Eckhart Tolle, he has a wonderful what's he called, metaphor for this. He said, just think of this powerful being that we call God as the sun. And the ray of the sun is us. So the ray of the sun and the sun are not separate. We are just an emanation of it. So we come out into this world as the body and as this personality, as this mask, you know, because the root word for personality is the persona, and this is a mask. That's what it is. We call it this, but we mistake. This is the funny thing is divinity comes into the flesh of the human and mistakes its identity as the personality, its absolute identity as the personality, as to knowing that, okay, on one level, I'm a human being with a mind and a personality. And another level, I'm a being that is not separate from the whole, this divine intelligence that created and is creating everything.
Yeah.
This vast, it's crazy because we can't even, words, concept cannot actually box this intelligence. It's just impossible. So yes, I use it in that terms, basically.
Big shout out to everybody listening in. Oh man, Hakim. I don't know what dinner is like with you, but damn. Shout out to everybody. Which is dope. It's dope because there's a deeper sense there, right? When obviously something happened to you, we talked about it earlier, that made you view the world differently. And one of the craziest things that people forget is that there is this weird separation from natural here on Earth. And bro, like I don't get it. We are you're telling me to believe, not you specifically, but people. You're telling me to believe in literature that we here as the humans have created versus my feeling of what I feel, love, life, anger, these situations should be handled. And sometimes some people, shout out to my peoples that go on vacations and want to get like, out there into nature, but nature is around you. You should just take that and go outside. When people right now, they're trying to be like funny about it and be like, go outside and touch grass. In reality, there's a reason they say that. There's a reason they say that. And it's not about, being in here into the Wi-Fi and the Ethernets and things like that. It's literally like there's a whole world out there that you would not believe exist unless you go out there and, make it make sense, right?
Yeah, true.
In terms, let's get back to the music because, shout out to that. The deepness is lovely. I love it. In terms of production, because I know you're saying this is probably the one that you had to like relearn. You sit down, you create new tracks. What's this process like? Melody first, beat first, lyrics, a movement, the history of the dance. What? Because I'd be trying to produce and I'd be like at the table still. Like I can't put it.
Yeah. But the thing for me is like I think I'm a half-baked producer in the sense. Okay. It's not like I said, like I ain't got the technical skills. So, like a lot of times it's usually like I have like a software that I use, Splice. Just go on there, just find a chord or a beautiful chord progression that I feel. And, I'm very, especially when it comes to music and just what I create generally. Annoyingly, I'm very, very picky. Like sometimes it's just like people just like, oh, but it just has to.
I can only imagine. Like, bro, it sounds good. It sounds good. No, it don't. No, it don't. Bro.
No, there's still something missing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I don't fight with that process anymore because I think what is happening there is just patience, especially when this whole thing for me changed. One, especially when it comes to creative, I've not experienced a writer's block per se in the last 4 years.
You have not?
I've not. I think what people call the writer's block is the ego trying to take control of the creative process.
Oh my God. Bro, let's not. Let's not. Yo, somebody gave this dude a tree for a birthday gift. I'm telling you, because you could only say that if you knew that about yourself. You could only say that. That doesn't come from quotes on the internet, bro. You have to agree with that shit.
Yeah.
And I think so, because if you really, let's not. These people are gonna come after me. These authors that be on here, they be like, "Listen, bro, I don't know what he's talking about." Like,
that's fine. Like, I don't struggle with any opinions or my opinions because they're just opinions. But at the end of it, it's a point of view. You get me? But I mean, the whole process is just patience with me. Even a lot of time, especially when I'm in the creative process, and that fun starts to disappear in the process. I just step back, man. I step back, I go out, go to the living room, put my 2K on and just blast out 2K for an hour. Just chill.
That is ridiculous. For those who are on Twitch with us right now, 2K is not a place where you find peace. Okay? 2K is where you go talk shit. It is not. It is crazy. It's like, let me
man.
go get myself a little bit more angry. Oh man.
No, man. I know. Just
You
give
must be
myself a break.
yeah,
You
I
just
feel
give
you.
myself a break.
Yeah, because
Um,
definitely.
yeah, and I come back. I think the process usually is, it's the chords, then I make the beat around it, and I'm banging I'm enjoying the beat.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know what the melodies is gonna look like. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Now it's just all of it. That's the thing, especially for my creative processes. Am I enjoying what I'm doing?
Yeah.
If I'm not enjoying it, then the ego is here now. It's trying to force things to happen.
I see
And
I see Hakeem that you're doing something that makes me think of a question here. All right. And I've seen it before. Yeah, I just want to reiterate I've been around. And I've seen unsigned artists go full throttle, got a lot of things going for them. Either they can't deal with the pressure or something behind the scenes is going on, whether it's a relationship, themselves, things like that, right? And then just stop. Okay?
yeah,
That's also something that I've noticed while doing this version of you. It seems as there is a restarting or a transformation going on with you. How many times do you believe that you have struggled enough to reinvent yourself during your time in this journey? Because what's happening is, what I'm hearing is that if I'm having fun with it, then I'm going to continue going, or I'm not having enough fun. But something about it makes you miss this enough to come back. Like, am I crazy thinking that this is probably like the 16th time that you have reinvented yourself as an artist?
probably, because that's the thing. Like, what does reinvention mean exactly?
I put it like this. Like, let's say you've been doing music for over 5 years.
Yeah.
Your catalog should look a little bit crazy, right?
Yeah.
It should be like 8 albums, something like that, right? No, I'm just saying. Yeah. And maybe like 2 EPs, 1,000 interviews, maybe. I don't know. If you on the grind, right? But let's say that does not happen. That does not happen. You keep a bunch of songs in the vault. You insecure about certain things, or you don't like how the music industry is going. So some people just back off from it, right? And then they start taking their stuff down. Usually that means something else is going on too. Nobody liked it. Nobody liked it how, maybe you had a management that really fucked up. You associated yourself with a group and you really, can't work with them no more. Things like that, blah, blah, blah. Like, let me know, is Hakim the Phoenix a new name, or is it something that you have always had and you're restarting or transforming yourself?
I mean, up to this point, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a new name, because that's funny, man. Because I met, just a quick backstory. I met my next single that I'm gonna put out, which is way more simple, way more fun. Nothing too deep or esoteric. The guy that produced it literally lives like 5 blocks away from me. It's not so far. So I was headed to the train station. He was coming with a friend, and I just bumped into him and said, "Oh, bro, what's up?" And he was telling his friend, like, "Oh, bro, he did that song." And he was like, "No way. You?" I was like, yeah, bro. And he started asking me questions about Hakim the Phoenix. He said he loves the name. How did that happen? And it's weird because I've changed my name like fucking 4 times.
Look at that. I'm telling you, bro. I've been out here. I could tell. Let's go.
It's crazy, man, because there was one I was using way back, and I moved around a bit in Nigeria. I moved around people. I moved around the industry in Nigeria, and someone that wanted to manage me, he's doing sports now. He was like, "Oh, I shouldn't use that name because cultists will come and find me." I was like, "Oh fuck, I better not use it." And I changed it. Then I changed it again, and then I was using just Hakim, and I had issues with on DSP because someone else already had that name. A bunch of people already had that name, so our streams were just like going into each other's, and it was weird. And my management then were just like, you know, bro, you got to change your name now. And I was like, oh, well, okay. I don't know what else to do, man. Like, literally, this is what I told him. I don't know what I've changed my name like 4 times. And I remember for 6 months, I'm not even joking, like, I think 5 months or 4 months, I just kept hearing this thing in my head, the Phoenix. And I thought it was ridiculous. I was like, well, it's Hakim the Phoenix. No, I'm not going to use that. And I'll go to bed sometimes and I'll hear it. I just kept hearing it and hearing it and hearing it and hearing it so much that I was just like, okay, fuck it. I'm just going to use it. I've been hearing it for a lot because I was, even in the process, sometimes I'll go back and try and find like names to use. But it was just like, it's crazy because now that I think about it, like my intuition has, you know, is growing now. But then it was like a seed. You know, it was still like a seed then. So I didn't really understand what was going on, but I just kept hearing that. The Phoenix, Hakim the Phoenix. And at some point I was like, you know what, I never told anybody. I was like, you know, I'm going to use this name. And I remember I told a friend that, oh, bro, I've changed my name. It's Hakim the Phoenix. And I was like, oh, yeah, bro, that's fire. I said, really? So you really think it's fire? I said, yeah, it is, bro. It's crazy. How did you come up with it? And I was like, I don't know, man. I was just hearing it in my head for months, literally. And I was just like, all right, I'll just use that name myself. That's what happened, literally.
Bro, it's fire. It's fire. And I feel like there was an awakening going on. And it's deeper that you get these conversations. I can even just tell. I was like, yo, there's something that's popping right now. And I think he's very proud of the things that he's doing. And that's dope. Because, you know, the Phoenix historically is a character that is tired of the bullshit. No matter, you know what I'm saying? No matter how you look at it, it's tired of the bullshit. Like, yo, come on, bro. Like, leave me alone. I'm just trying to save these mutants, bro. I'm just trying to. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go into what, you know, you got going on, but I want to show people a little bit about the video that you got going on, and I'll drop it in the chat for those who are listening in. This is Delusions of the Grandeur, right? Like, say it for me, because I'm a fucking
Delusions of Grandeur. Delusions of Grandeur.
Hakim the Phoenix.
No. I did don't da, Rasta with them Buddha. My eye don't see 7 python. We fight 1v1, that is 2. We fight 2v2, that is 3. I let go, stay rooted like the tree. Does my shoulders move, and that's the key. What's born on this? Tell me what is life all about. Sacrificial lambs, are we all just born just to die? Is life again? Are we all just born of a cruise? Only human race, that's steady fuck up. Nothing with this I never see. State of mankind, this I repeat. How long will you live in lies and deceit? Lies and darkness that you tell yourself. When I hear you say, I cannot take it anymore now. I've been a slave to my mind. Change your desire. Fuck pain. Don't wanna feel no more pain. You want pleasure with no pain. No way.
Wake up, silly one. We need to reset your condition. We need to reset your conditions. Baby, living in a delusion, light one. Graduate, hallucination and illusions. Hallucination and illusions. Baby, living in a delusion.
If you like, say I dey craze. Insanity is in all me, the world that we face. If I dey craze, you say you dey craze. Make I tell you something.
That video looks like you had a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It looks like you had a lot of fun because the deepness of it, the stuff like that, the illusion. We're living in an illusion, and you wanted to just be specific, but not too, like, you know. It was really crazy. Did you have any like input in that, or did someone who has like video like kind of
I
listen
mean,
to the song. You know what I mean? I think it's I forgot
yeah,
the term what it's called, but did a
yeah,
director do it for you?
yeah. I think that the director did all of it. But he, he heard the song first, and the song was the inspiration. So I didn't have to do much. Like I was just like I did, bro. I just went there to just have fun, basically, and just enjoy myself. There was no I wasn't imposing anything, which I felt on the level of growth for me.
Yeah.
I was happy with that because it was just like I could just let go and just enjoy myself. I don't feel like it has to be perfect,
Yeah.
and that was exactly what happened. And I trusted the director to do his thing. So he was in full charge. He was in full control. I was just another character.
Oh, you was not a diva. That's great. You was not. Yo, that's growth. That's growth. Like imagine, like you, like yo, I think you fucking up my song, right? But you didn't do
No,
that, which
no, I
is
didn't.
which is
Because
awesome.
the moment he understood, because that's the thing. Like I sent the song to him, and he loved the song. First off, and the song just started taking him to different layers of his mind, and just started putting it out. And I was just like, bro, if you get the song, that's it. I don't need to do anything else again, bro. I don't need to tell you what it needs to be. You just do your thing. Take your interpretation of the song and show us, just reveal it and just express it. Because another thing, especially with creativity, especially that I noticed in that, which was a very big confirmation for me, was that this creativity is just coming through you. You don't, I mean, yes, conventionally you might own it, but on the level of law and, just on a personal, on a relative level, it might be your song and all of that, which is fine. But on a deeper level, absolutely, the songs, you're just a part of the creative process. You're just a channel for this creativity to come out through. That's it. You're just a channel for it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's coming from a place where we really cannot put words around it. That's why creativity is so powerful with humanity, because it's how would I put it? It's almost like our heritage as a microcosm of the universe. The universe is always creating trillions of things, always just putting shit out,
Yeah.
putting shit out. So like we
Even
as
my business.
yeah.
Even my business. Like, yo. Like what the anyways.
But yeah, I mean, the quote unquote, the Bible says we're created in the image of God. We're the child of God. So it's our heritage to create stuff. But when you start thinking that, oh, you're the chief creator, like you own it, and then funny things starts to happen.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed my time, man.
I like it. I like how you look like you was like you was there to just to represent your song with somebody else's artistry, which is crazy to think about that.
Yeah,
Love
shout
it.
out to Dimitri, man. That's the director. Shout out to Dimitri. He's a killer. He did his thing.
He did his thing for real. I wanna talk about this Afro-fusion thing, right? Because I feel like this broad term. Like, how do you characterize Afro-fusion? It means like in your work. How does it intersect with R&B, pop, dance into your sound?
I think it's just different elements of the song. Like for this song, it was the flow, was the melody, was some of the lyrics, and I think a little bit of the drum patterns. That's it, and the other stuff, the strings, you can put that in an R&B or pop song or anywhere. But I think it's just the fusion of different sounds with Afrobeat and African melodies or patterns at the core of it. So that's how I would term like Afro-fusion.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I just got a text. Well, actually, the chat. Someone from Australia. Shout out to Tanile. She said, "I just downloaded this song." Delusion.
Thank you,
Bro.
Thank you.
They downloaded on the chat.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bro,
Thank
leave
you.
a comment somewhere, somewhere in his social media so he could be like, yeah,
Oh.
I'm the one that downloaded it. All right. Your latest single, which is the one that we're talking about, Delusions of a Grandeur, marks a new chapter. What story are you telling on this record, and how does it reflect where you are right now as an artist?
I wrote that song 2 years ago, actually.
Ooh.
I wrote and recorded it 2 years ago. I think it was one of the early beats that I made and recorded. So I recorded it, I wrote it before Behind the Mask. So
But Behind the Mask came out for...
Behind the Mask came out first.
Okay.
It's crazy because the next song I'm about to put out, I wrote and recorded that like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. You on delay. You got that Nigerian internet. Don't do that.
But I think at that time, when this whole transformation for me happened on a very deeper level, and I started seeing the world in a new way, like I started looking at the world, without the lens of the ego or my conditioned mind. Everything just started to look very funny, almost like a tragic comedy, which in the album cover, that's where you have the clown suit on.
Yeah.
It represents the trickster or the joker, because back in the ancient time, there was a lot of wisdom that the ancients had. The kings then, they did something that was absolutely fantastic. They always had like a joker or jester in the court.
Yeah.
To kind of like see through all the bullshit. So they always had like a joker. So why people from the outside would think that, oh, why is a joker or a jester in the court? But the people in the king's court knew that joker or jester was probably one of the most important member of the king's court. Because he worked to see through the bullshit.
Yes, he was able. That's what comedians are now.
Oh, right? Yeah.
That's what comedians are now. So it almost makes almost no sense when people get mad at comedians, because that's their purpose. It's ancient, like you're saying. It's been there forever. It's their purpose to, in a way, see through the crazy. Like it's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was coming from that perspective at just almost like a militant, like, what the fuck is going on kind of thing.
Bro.
So that was the perspective I was coming with that song. So I just started pointing everything out: the religious system, the social, societal system, the collective. I mean, it manifests itself in different ways, but the collective ideas that society have that is sabotaging and self-damaging, and just like basically just asking everyone, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, what's happening? So that was where I was coming from, just like a almost in a way just a little saltiness of aggression, like what is going on. So it was almost like someone seeing it for the first time. And in the level of the growth at that time, we're just like, I'm a bit upset about these things that I'm seeing. It's funny, but it's tragic at the same time. So yeah, I think that's where I would just out with that song, man.
Bro, it's a crazy world right now. Like, there ain't no way. Right? Like, I keep, like, every time I wake up, like, it's election day here in the United States. There ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, what? This is like, I am still living in the middle of a Disney story that I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the end, because where's the happily ever after, bro? Like, where is this? It's not gonna end.
We've ruined the happily ever after.
Bro,
like
for real. This shit is crazy. So, a new single, you got things going on, streaming, social media, global collaborations. how are you navigating the tension? And this is not like specifically between people. The tension between staying true to your voice and reaching other audiences. Because it's like, I should be popping right now. Right? I should be popping right now. Like, there ain't no way. But it's hard. It's hard because you got to get, you know what I mean? You got to get the right hashtag. I don't know.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think a lot of that thought, was, the whole ego death experience that had happened. A lot of that thought was some of the narratives I was having in it, amongst many other stuff. But where I'm at right now is I know myself, not conceptually, not through narratives, not through stories. And my internal, resources is expanding and growing every day. So as long as that is good, I don't really, the rest is just noise to me, to be honest.
Yo, I send me some of that energy via email. Cause I be sitting here really mad. I really be in here really mad. Like, what else do I gotta fucking do, bro? This is not crazy. Like,
that's the thing. With how fast the world is moving, I wouldn't recommend my style of living to anyone.
Bro, you better write that shit down real quick. Like, come on.
I wouldn't recommend it, but it's there's a lot I should be worried about right now. There's a lot because I've been doing music for a very long time. But I think the whole I think what is still keeping me doing my stuff and what is going to keep me doing my stuff for the next 30 years or 40 years is just the fact that I know myself, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I love creating. I'm going to put it out. I'm going to do whatever I need to do when I can. Of course, I'm going to put in the work. You cannot you have to put in the work. But I'm not going to be attached to the outcome because the outcome is not my business.
Yeah.
As long as I'm doing what I'm doing at that moment in fullness, I'm enjoying it. It's popping. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I put it out. The outcome is, on the side of because on the internet, like on my social media now, I'm starting to bring this personality, what you're seeing right now, out.
Yeah.
It's something I've never really done before. And, my head is still trying to get into that a little bit. Or what if people don't understand what you're saying? What people don't like it? What people don't do this? What you don't get any engagement? And yes, it will come, but just for a few seconds. And then I just laugh at that thought.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's because of the old thought patterns.
Yeah, they start coming back. And then they start stressing you out. And this is not what I'm doing this for. This is not what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this.
I already know that. So I laugh at it. I don't even fight it. I just laugh at it. I just like, oh, you're silly.
Shits and giggles. I need that.
You silly. I'm gonna put it out anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it anyway. What are you talking about? People gonna have opinions anyway. I can sit here and save the world. They're gonna be like, you saved it wrong. What?
But yeah, that's where I'm at. Like I think that's where I'm always gonna be at. Whatever success comes, whatever achievement comes, is really secondary. Like it is secondary because it's crazy because I have this reverse psychology about all of this. Like, I already failed already.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it anyways, and I'm enjoying my stuff anyway. So if the success comes, it's about, oh shit, okay, this is it.
This is kind of dope. Yeah.
It's like
a plus. It's like a plus.
That's what it is, really.
It's just a plus.
It's a plus. It's a tap on the back. It's just a tap on the back. It's just a plus. But that's the trap. A lot of art, in a way, which is why I feel like I am really grateful that I quote unquote don't have that conventional success. At the time, I was going through the depressions and the psychosis I was going through because, yes, I really enjoy what I'm doing and I know I'm good at it, and the success comes and all the attention comes, and there's not been any real self-evolution. I could have crashed out.
Yeah,
I could have burned out. This could have been a lot of things that could have happened negative. You get me? So you know the way it goes.
Yeah,
but
I've been there. There ain't no way you do this for like 20 years and nothing popped off and you still like doing this shit.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, there's different from passion and, you know, this other version, which I'm not familiar with, of trying to be the best. Like, there's,
you're the best already. You're the best.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, especially for me, that is especially, you know, before everything changed. I was a really ambitious motherfucker, man. Like, I was like, I want to be the best at this. This songwriter. Like, I was really, really like, but I wasn't in a way where I needed to tear another person down. If I saw someone doing something, it was just like, all right, I could do that. I could match that. But in a way, this competition was I tied that to my identity and my ego. So my ego latched onto that. So even though I wasn't even doing it to tear another person down, just the fact that I was seeking myself in trying to prove or validate something that I can do became detrimental to me at some point.
I fucking knew. I knew this, bro. Like, listen. Like, I knew this, Hakim. I'm telling you. Like, I'm listening to the songs. I'm going through the bio. I'm going through the history. And I'm sitting here like, if it was one person that I could talk to and just let out this other version of me that's been sleeping, to let people know, listen, I did a lot of shit. And I don't want to tally because a lot of people don't like that. If you did a lot of shit for people, then you did a lot of shit for people. If you were a supporter for people, then you were a supporter for people. You don't need to throw that in their face. You don't need to do any of that. But at the same time, there is this other version of me that says, do you remember the shit I did for you? Do you know what it took? Do you know that I went broke for you? All for you to not understand that I had other shit to do too. I had other people to take care of too. I had other visions to be part of too. But you know what? Instead of me worried about all the people I can take care of, I'm going to just look at me and say, yo, you going to live today? You going to be all right? You going to get that shoulder checked? Right? Because I'm old. So, you know, you going to get that shoulder checked? Because it's numb, bro. Numb shoulder don't, you know what I mean? Like, what? Are you going to make your kids laugh today? Are you going to laugh today? Because that's what it is. What are you doing for you? Let me spend that money on me. Let me be there for me. And I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like to take care of myself. Because I'm happier doing that than I am wondering exactly what you're saying, what the result's going to be for doing so much for others. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to get the same result that you expected. You're not going to get it. It's crazy out there. And I knew that I could have this convo with you. I heard it through the music. You're probably like, yo, bro, there's no way it went that deep. Yes. Yes, it went that deep. As you can tell by the questions I'm asking you, it went that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a game. But let me ask you a question that is probably going to fuck you up. Hakim,
I'm ready to go.
How are you doing?
I'm great. Like, trust me, like, I'm elated. I mean, there's stuff that is happening around, you know, with my life situation that my mind could easily complain about or bitch about. But now I'm just like, I'm great. It's all a dance, man. That's the thing. Like, living as a human being is a dance. Once you understand the dance and you understand the paradox of it, of existence, then everything is great, man. Even when it looks like or feels like it's not. Especially when it looks like it feels like it's not, and you come out of it and you're just like, oh, why was I even fussing about that? It's ridiculous. Everything is great, man. I'm not even like, I really have nothing to complain about.
So, Hakim, this version of you now versus the boy that had that ego, right? Looking back on everything that you've learned, there's been a lot of bumps on the road in this industry. We talked about it behind the scenes. A lot of people don't understand is if you're really trying to be an unsigned artist, and it gets expensive. Okay.
The bumps are still there, bro.
The bumps are still there. Yeah.
The bumps
Wheels
are
on
still
the
there.
fucking crazy, bro. I thought they did construction on this shit. Anyways, looking back at everything that you've learned so far, what do you tell the young version of you?
That's a good question, man. You are gonna be fine anyways. You're gonna be all right anyways. So you didn't need to do all that, but you needed to go through that to get to this place. It was necessary. It was part of your evolutionary process. You just didn't know that, and you not knowing that is part of the evolutionary process as well. So you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine at the end of the day. That's what I'll tell you.
Hakim, what do we got, man? The holidays are coming. It's a really crazy time for people to release songs. What do we got coming for the future, Hakim? You know, videos, singles, or maybe albums.
Got my third single coming out, and it's a fun one. It's a really, really fun one. Nothing too deep, nothing too esoteric. I don't even know the meaning of the chorus, man. Like,
you don't even know the meaning of the chorus. Yo, you have fun with that one. That's what it is. Yeah,
exactly. Because I kept performing it every time around London.
Oh, okay.
And I think that the last song of my set, and people were just like, "Oh, you say out, you say out," almost like I was pressured to just release it. You get me? So I was just like, I'm just gonna do it. I'll put it out. So it's gonna come out next year. I think probably mid of next year. I'm gonna be like rounding up my first EP.
Oh, nice.
That's the plan. Some of the songs we've heard already might be there. There are other songs that I'm working on or I've recorded. Some I'm still gonna have to re-record. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good EP. So, yeah, it's a little bit of fun and a little bit of what's it called? All right, let's look within ourselves now, and what's it called? See if we can spark some evolution in the human consciousness. So just seeing it, and that's basically where I'm at right now. It's probably coming. That's the plan for the future. I don't know how exactly it's gonna go.
Yo, fuck it doesn't matter.
I don't worry about the future like that. But
if it pops off, it pops off, right?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Hakim the Phoenix. You could catch him on Instagram, Hakim the Phoenix _. The new single Delusions of Grandeur is out now on all platforms. I see he answers up on Instagram. He's also on Facebook and stuff like that. So, like,
oh shit! Actually, my Facebook got tagged.
Oh, did it? Oh my god!
Yeah, so Instagram, TikTok. You can find me there.
That's why that shit don't. That's why this streaming thing doesn't survive on Facebook because there's too many self-defense mechanisms over there on Facebook, man. It's too many, man. Go to the world where he's on Spotify, he's on Apple Music, everywhere. The new video is out there on Vimeo. Make sure you guys go check that out. Hakim, this has been a wonderful conversation. Thank you for walking us through your journey, your craft, the vision, and your future. As you continue to fuse the genres together and explore new dimensions of your artistry, we wish you every version of you comes together for success and look forward to what's next. And if that EP comes out, you gotta let us know so we could,
Definitely,
do that 20-minute thing right there, bro. Hakim the Phoenix, thank you so much, and thanks for coming on QSJ Radio.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Well, if you guys are, for our listeners, to explore more of Hakim's Phoenix music, check out his new single, Delusions of Grandeur. Follow him on Instagram. That's Hakim the Phoenix, all good spellings with _ at the end. Keep an eye out for upcoming performances and releases. I'm your host, QSJ Radio's own Traffic Light from Mala. Thank you all for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon. There's people listening from Australia. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what time it is over there. Thank you for coming on to QSJ Radio. Hakim, I'll talk to you soon.
I'll talk to you soon, bro. Take care, bro.
All right.
Best.
Bye.
Feelings are mortal, they come from a portal in your mind. They seem familiar, I see I'm release, I'm no hold on. Why they running from the pressure? Can't run away from the pressure. Can't run away from the pressure. You gotta face and evolve with the pressure. I said I do the thing, I do